What is going on, fellow Wastelanders? Welcome back to the channel. Shock Radio here. Today we're going over all the balance changes planned for the next update. Actually, I shouldn't say all of them. There's going to be two parts to this video. Today we're going to go over the removal of hit scan mechanic, the limiting ammo for machine guns. We're basically going to look at one machine gun build at least from each of these categories and kind of show you how they are in the game. And then we're also going to take a look at a few other things like the Phobos co-driver change. And then for tomorrow I plan on releasing another video for all of the cannon changes that are coming. And then Sunday you guys can stop by our live stream. I will try to stream early morning Sunday. You can come by, request things to be tested for the first hour or two of the live stream, and then we'll get on to regular CROSSOUT stuff where we'll also have our PlayStation, Xbox, and Next Step Battle Pass giveaways this Sunday. So let's get right into testing out some of these changes. Alright everybody, to start this video we're actually going to showcase the new perk in the Phobos co-driver that's going to increase the speed of hovers and omnis and legs all around. Then we're going to get into the machine guns, the shotgun changes, and then the ammo changes for things like destructors, machine guns, all that good stuff. So starting out, this is a 90 km/h grab star build without Phobos. And then when we put the Phobos in there, like a that, you'll see we go 94 now. So now we have faster omni wheels. Pretty sweet. So extra 5% speed there for your omni wheels. Could melee omni make a solid comeback from this? I remember back in the day, back in the Dizzy, there was Firebug Omni builds, for example, that kind of ran the show, going 105 km/h with the Phobos cabin. Now, I'm not really sure that this is going to be a return to that meta, but Omni wheels are definitely going to be showing some love here if you run like melee style Omni wheel builds. Now I'm thinking also maybe like spider legs with Phobos. If dogs rush you, you'll have a 20 that damage buff, because Phobos, what does it give you? Some extra damage there. Increase the damage of all weapons by 25% for 5 seconds, but the talent only charges if the player is within 30 meters of an enemy armor car for 2 seconds. So I feel like it obviously favors more like close quarters combat builds. So yeah, it does affect hovers as well. So we have a Jormungandr hover I put together here. Actually, all these builds are, by the way, exhibition builds. I don't want to get ahead of myself and say I put these together. I just downloaded them, made sure I had all the unfused parts, and that was it. But anyway, this is a Phobos Griffin Yorm hover. Now the hovers will go 90 again with the addition of Phobos cabin, that new perk now that affects hovers and things. So Breaker hover builds might see a comeback. Yorm hover builds might see a comeback, since these Griffin hover builds potentially can go faster again. Of course, now we had to add more hovers because of our tonnage issues, since hovers have been nerfed a bit. But yeah, this is the new Phobos perk at work there on hovers, allowing us to go 90 km/h. Moving on to the juicy stuff, the arbiters that people are considered a nerf. The hit scan, it depends on what side of the fence you're on, so I guess we're just going to show what's going on. We have 600 ammo with these machine guns, and most machine guns it seems like, and now you're going to be able to actually see the projectiles coming out of the weapons. The arbiters are getting a range increase of 450 meters. However, there's a bit of a bullet drop there. Are bullets hitting the ground? No, we're good. We're good. They're hitting there, but I don't know if you guys will be able to do that normally. These are unfused arbiters, by the way. Rate of spread increase reduced, so they're not supposed to go up and spread as fast. I mean, the perk of the arbiter is like trigger hold. By golly, you're just supposed to trigger hold these bad boys, right? It's like how long you fire, get up to max perk, and then maybe you can tap fire a little bit. Do like how you can see the projectiles now. Now I'm more of an imp person myself. I think imps are getting the better end of the stick here. I feel like this is probably an arbiter nerf, because the arbiters have been wreaking havoc. But overall, this is what it looks like now when you're running arbiters on the test server with the ammo and all that good jazz. Next up are the specters, kind of the punishers, aspects, that category of weapons. 400 ammo, getting the same treatment, going from 300 meters to 500 meter range. So we can try to back up. Our test drive only allows like 300 meters there, but You can see the range of these here Spectres. Punishers will have similar range, all the similar buffs that the Spectres are getting. Overall spread being reduced, so if you are close quarters, you're just be able to like trigger hold for the most part and take off. We also added the penetration ability to these. I should probably mention. So these Spectres, Punishers, Aspects do have 70% penetration ability now. I just want to remind you guys that these are unfused weapons in the test drive today. And next on the list, I'm going to be trying out some imps in the rapid fire machine gun category, which ultimately I think they're going to be buffed. Like, honestly, the range, they just look badass now. You can see all the projectiles flying out. I mean, it's been spray and pray for the most part when I use imps, and now it's like literally tap fire less. I think it's awesome. And then the range, when you look at the range on these guys, this is definitely a much needed. Something I've been wanting for so long was a range buff on rapid fire weapons. We actually might be able to compete a little bit with close range shotguns having that extra range. I felt like we were closer to shotgun range before, I feel like, but now look at that range. These are unfused imps. Beautiful. I believe we have a Terrero imp build to try out as well, so very awesome. I'm super excited to try out imps. Now note the ammo is again 600 ammo for the imp, so similar ammo across the board between most machine guns so far. Next up, we are trying the frontal machine gun category. This is a icebox spider build, so it is going to have increase in damage, but we're going to be able to test out the spread reduction, all that good stuff. The added 70% penetration ability on the frontal machine guns. These are the Vindicator machine guns, so I feel like these have also been shown some love. They have 500 meters now. What the heck? Oh my god, that's kind of nuts. I wish we could like scope in harder. That's absolutely insane that they have that much range now. That's kind of wild. I feel like this is a buff, right? Am I tripping? Is this a buff of frontal machine guns? Are we about to see a rise of the tackler meta again? I mean, these are Vindicators, obviously, but that's kind of crazy. And then you can fuse them for range. That's kind of nuts. Dude, it's sick, dude. Look at them. Look at that. You can see the projectiles now. It just looks like they're just beast moding it. The projectiles look sick now. That's one good thing about this update. I do like how the projectiles look. I'm actually really excited about frontal machine guns, and I don't even own them. Damn it. Now might be a time to pick up some frontal machine guns on the market if the price is still insanely low. And next up on this list is going to be the Goblin Gremlin. Just quickly showing you guys, there is some penetration ability, the 65%, so we can kind of see how much damage, what it penetrates, I guess. You know, just do a quick damage test. Oh my god, that was an insta-pop. This is an 8K Gremlin build. This is absolutely insane. Anyway, they got a penetration buff. Now all the base shotguns, the hammer falls, the Luparas, all that good stuff, they have an added 60% penetration ability, so a pretty crazy buff for shotguns, breakers included in that. Now I figured I'd test out weapons that the more common folk might have, so we're trying out some hammer falls. Absolutely shredding through armor now with the penetration ability. I feel like armor is just disappearing. I mean, someone said this isn't really a buff, this is actually a nerf with the added penetration ability, but I checked the stats on the live test server now, and there's no penetration whatsoever for all these weapons, so I think this is definitely a buff in my opinion with the added penetration ability. Well, let me know what you guys think. There's no range increases or anything for shotguns, but overall this penetration is going to be pretty nutty for shotguns. And you guys thought I was going to forget about the Nong machine gun, which probably has one of the biggest buffs, right? It's going from 350 meter range to 500 meter range. I mean, I don't know what garage should I have used to try out this range at, because there's 300 meter range out there. That's all I got. I can go backwards a little bit in this like test drive area, but I literally can't even test out the max range on this. Let's see if we can see the projectile dropping. See, we are aiming a bit above the target there. The Nong is getting a pretty insane range buff. I mean, of course, the minimum spread reduced by 40%, max spread reduced by 40% as well. You have the added 80% penetration ability on the Nong, and this thing's always been pretty accurate. It's been more of like a trigger hold weapon, right, if I'm not mistaken, compared to all the other types of machine guns that are in the same category. You want to overheat it to get its perk, and then you want to just blast it with some damage. Now, this is one of the builds I was super excited to try out, is an unfused imps on a Terrero cabin, just to see what the accuracy buff meant. And look at that, spread is so tiny on imps, guys. What a good time if you have imps. I know imps might be going up in price, so engraved casings might actually go up in price due to this. Overall, I think this is imps are buffed. Imps are buffed. Again, we're back at the imps. I mean, I think this is a buff to the imps. Look at that. We can go all the way down to that 300-meter shift down there, and we're still laying into our enemy. That's pretty nuts. Alright, guys, now I did want to test out the Destructor in this video. So Destructor is getting ammo. They're not only that, they're getting their base damage increased by 20%, perk damage bonus reduced from 800% to 400%, and hit bonus from perk reduced from 10% to 5%. So still able to take off weapons one shot there, of course. More base damage, but less perk damage. Again, the ammo is going to be a pretty huge deal too. You only start with 20 ammo, so you got to make sure your shots count. But this is a nerfed Destructor on the test server. Let's go through these test cars, show you here. Still dealing a ton of damage. 900 yellow. Of course, you can compare this to what you're used to seeing at home. 783 yellow, full heat now though. 1082. Definitely might want to get that thermal rate fusion on these now. 783 yellow. 1082. So it looks like 1082 and a full volley with full heat. Is that even full heat? Should be full heat with 3 Destructors. So that is nerfed Destructors for you guys. Alright, I did want to show Parsers in this video. They are getting a 100% added penetration. So the Parsers are like the sniper rifle shotguns, and now they're just going to be able to absolutely shred through your armor with this 100% penetration ability. So pretty nuts for Parsers. I've actually liked Parsers, but they're very underused. Very easy to strip off Parsers for the most part. So I mean, you can see them at like the 9-10k power score. Pretty well for like different events. I remember using a Parser build for like, I think it was 9k Uranium Battles event a few months back. Oh my god, big range, big pop. That was crazy. I mean, that bus is just that's a dramatic bus. You know, you guys know there's a lot of explosive in that bus to make it fun to do that. Range of Parsers is just nutty. Added penetration now is just even crazier. How much range do they have? What is the range of Parsers? Kind of curious. Can't shoot quite that far. That's pretty far. So yeah, Parsers definitely getting some love this update. For this build, we do have 3 Punishers on a Terrero cabin, just to show you guys punnies on a Terrero. Now, punnies are super accurate to begin with already, but I thought it'd be cool to kind of show off how insanely accurate they could be. I seen someone in PC on the test server in Gen Chat check their build. They were checking out the Garretta legs, which I guess reduces aim speed on a Terrero cabin, which is interesting. I was like, is that gonna be a good combo? So I'm not sure, but yeah, Terrero cabin with Punishers with accuracy, the accuracy buff of the Terrero cabin. Alright, now last up in this video, I just wanted to kind of go over all the ammo changes. So we're going to just show you the aspect here, 400 ammo on the aspect, and then I have a bunch of saved builds. This is an aspect with 1 blue ammo box unfused. You'll get an extra 30% ammo, so basically all machine guns. You're going to have 521 ammo per blue ammo box you put on there. So you're gonna have to watch your ammo. I think people are gonna just put in 2 ammo boxes. You'll see as we compare the different ammo boxes as we get to like the purple ammo boxes. Next up, we have the 2 blue. This is 2 unfused blue ammo boxes, so obviously we can just double the bonus it gives you, and we're going to be at 642 ammo for majority of our machine guns there. I think it's all machine guns actually have this ammo for 2 unfused blue, compared to 1 purple, which the 1 purple is just freaking huge. It weighs 408 kilograms versus the 2 blues, which would only weigh 100 kilograms. So essentially, you're just gonna, it's just so much weight with these purple ammo boxes. I don't think machine gun players are going to be using purple ammo boxes, but you do get basically double the ammo there compared to all those blues. I mean, that was a pretty giant increase in ammo. Went from 600 to 840 ammo versus the 2 blues that we had, which was 642 ammo. So might be worth it just to throw 1 purple ammo box on your build, but I think a lot of people are going to go with this 2 blue ammo box style, and they're probably going to attach them to the front of their build somewhere and use them as RAM mechanics and things like that. This is an aspect machine gun build with 2 blue ammo boxes fused for module efficiency. Yeah, there it is, fused for module efficiency, and that gives you almost the same ammo as an unfused purple ammo box, and you're dealing with less weight. So I think most machine gun builds are going to be using two blue ammo boxes fused for module efficiencies. Now let's actually go to that Destructor build, I think, and we can throw on an ammo box on that Destructor build and show you guys how much ammo this guy gets. Now here is a Destructor build with 2 blue ammo boxes fused for module efficiency, which I think people are just going to run this kind of setup, and you get 40 ammo for your Destructors instead of 2 there, so double the ammo. I wonder if this is going to change the levy meta for a lot of builds. I know most endgame Leviathans are using like Helicons and things like that, the Jormungandr, which actually is going to be a massive change as well with the added penetration. Let me know your thoughts in the comments, what I should test for tomorrow on the test server for tomorrow's video, along with the cannons, or retest. And then of course a reminder that we are going to be live on Sunday on the test server early morning. Also, you can enter to win our Next Step Battle Pass giveaway on Sunday, as well as our PlayStation and Xbox giveaway. So thanks for watching. I appreciate all your support, and I will see you guys in the next video.